Richmond love story. I love Richmond, but that has not always been the case. I mostly grew up in Berkeley. Berkeley was cool and hip. It had flavor and fun. Every nationality lives in Berkeley. And if you were mixed like me, you fit right in. Nobody said, what are you? Or called you a zebra or an Oreo. Lots of people in Berkeley had curly hair and tan skin. You could go to back to school night and nobody looked at you weird when you introduced your blonde-haired, blue-eyed mom. I knew Berkeley, but I didn't know Richmond, and I wasn't interested in getting to know it. I had heard the news stories. I had seen the rundown houses, the vacant lots full of trash and worn-out couches. It was a hick town and ugly, but Richmond was the only place we could afford. We bought a cute little house in a neighborhood with the least amount of bars on the windows. And I made sure it was close to a bus line that could get me to BART and back to Berkeley. Yes, I love Richmond, but it took time. Richmond is not easy. And some of the things they say on the news are true. Richmond is violent, like the shooting of my friend Adi at his front gate. He got shot in the leg even after he gave the shooters his wallet. Richmond is a thief, like when it robbed the young life of Rodney Frazier from North Richmond, 16 years old. He liked riding and fixing bikes, a lot like my son Khalil. He worked for the Urban Tilth Garden program, hung out at the Rye Center. He was gunned down in front of his house, a drive-by. His life mattered to us. My Black Lives Matters t-shirt will have Rodney's name on it, along with Freddie's, Trayvon's, and Mike Brown's. Richmond chokes like the fire from Chevron that burns my throat. I saw that fire burning all night long. It was the biggest campfire ever. The sky was a beautiful orange and pink like an Arizona desert sunset. My sons and I gathered around our shelter-in-place window, and we watched it burn. We watched it glow on the news and outside our window. And now I wake up in the night and I can't breathe. I never had asthma before coming to Richmond. My mom caught a cold last month. She was freaking out. She couldn't catch her breath. For the first time ever, she had to use an inhaler. But Richmond also has a violence that won't take what is thrown at it. It pushes back every time. Like when it pushed back that big bully Chevron with its $2 million trying to buy a vote. Richmond was David against Goliath, and that Tuesday night, Chevron got a black eye and had to go home. That night, they were the ones that got smoke in their eyes. Chevron throws fire, Richmond throws gray water right back. Richmond is also where my babies were conceived and brought home. Yes, I have grown to love him. I used to hate him. I didn't want to come here. People would ask me where a place was in Richmond. I'd say, I live here, I don't hang here. I didn't shop here. I didn't take my kids to the park here. But now I go to Food Co. I see my people. I buy my secondhand produce. I see my neighbors. I talk my Spanish. Hola, ¿cómo está? I go to the library and I get the bestseller. You can get it in Richmond. It's on hold in Berkeley. I first started to fall in love with Richmond when we had to move from our cute little house. We lost it and had to move to 2nd Street, right here in the heart of the Iron Triangle. Our apartment was so bad, my friends and family wouldn't visit me. But when we had to make this move was when I saw the heart of Richmond. Richmond does not have a heart easily penetrated. But once its secrets are revealed, you're drawn in to it and all its amazing glory. And now I take my kids to the playgrounds, to the Rosie Center, to this center, to Yes Family Camp, and they learn to speak Richmond, to dream Richmond. We speak pride and purpose. We speak hard like the metal at Sims and soft like the golden poppy along Wildcat Creek. We speak country style, coming from Texas, Louisiana, and Alabama. And we speak with a Latin beat. We speak gospel and Thule reed. We dream Richmond, a dream of what it was, a dream of what it could be. We dream of the ancient Richmond and of the Ohlone people, of Rosie and her girls swinging to the big band doing the Lindy and the foxtrot. We dream Richmond with a farm in every vacant lot, butterfly gardens in every front yard, with a tree in front of every house, and Chevron is gone. Yes, Richmond embraces, but he doesn't give out his kisses for free. You have to spend some time to be willing to really get to know him, to explore Richmond. I decided to dig deep to find out what other secrets abound. I took my sons and friends with me. We would meet on the Greenway, planting strawberries in Berryland, spend some time in the Verde Garden in North Richmond, sitting with the kids in Miss Mesa, running, trying to catch the first white butterfly of spring. Yes, I walk this city. I drive it. I know where everything is, where the Point, Fred Jackson Way, the orchids on Brookside Drive, where the black cowboys hang off a giant highway. Richmond, my beautiful home, my beloved city. I have grown to love it. Richmond is a city of secrets. I want to learn them. I want to write them, the light and the dark. And when I do, I will share them with you.
They call my city Richmond. The T's Channel has a Crescent Park and Mainline.